today's video is going to be a drugstore and high-end starter kit. Now I could have made these into two different videos, but I decided to, what's the phrase? Kill two birds with one stone and just make it one video, because I thought if you wanted to buy like a combination of drugstore and high-end products for a starter kit, then this would be a good video to watch. So I could basically sit here and talk to you all day about my favourite drugstore and high-end products and compare them. So I decided to really condense my options. Now if you are starting using makeup, or even if you're not and you just want to look for some alternatives, some drugstore, some high-end, then I really hope this video will help you. But especially if you are starting with makeup. I know when I first started getting into makeup, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many options, like where do I go? And I didn't really have anything like this to watch, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this will help you. So yeah, enjoy! Okay, so I'm going to have one honourable mention. Now, if you want to have a primer, which goes on before your foundation and after moisturiser, I haven't actually found a really good primer from the drugstore, so if you have any suggestions, please leave them below. But I'm going to give an honourable mention to Benefit POREfessional. Now this is a little sample. I love this primer and I just thought I'd give you a little kind of mention for this, because I absolutely love it. And I think if you want to buy one thing from the high end, which you probably can't really find a really good dupe for in the drugstore, this would be it. Definitely 100%. You need this in your life if you haven't tried it before. It's amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to start with foundations. I'm going to do drugstore and then high-end. So my drugstore foundation of choice is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid. Now this one's in number 10 Ivory. I love this foundation, and I do have another one from Maybelline which I'm going to give an honourable mention afterwards. But for now, this foundation is so good. It's a medium coverage, I would say. You can build it up as well though. It just gives you that really sort of airbrush look. I love it. Love. It's the first foundation I ever tried and I've used it since. It's just amazing. I love it. Definitely, if you're going to pick up a foundation from the drugstore, which you've never tried before, love. There obviously are lighter cover foundations if you don't want to go straight in for a foundation. There are BB creams, CC creams, tinted moisturisers, but yes, if you want a foundation, then this one, definitely pick it up, try it, just yeah. My other one I thought I should suggest is the Maybelline SuperStay Better Skin. This one's also in 010 Ivory. Now this actually has an SPF 20, which is really good because the other one didn't have an SPF at all. So I love this one because the SPF is a medium to high coverage. And yeah, again, one of my favourite foundations from the drugstore. I have actually done a whole video on my drugstore foundations because I didn't really talk about them too much. So if you want a kind of in-depth review of my favourites, then I'll put the link below. It was quite an old video, I did it last summer. But if you do want to watch that video, hopefully it's still helpful now. Yeah, so I'll put the link below. So my top high-end foundation would be the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This one's in NW15. I don't really think I need to go on about this foundation. If you watch my videos, read my blog, you will know I love it. It's quite a high coverage foundation though, so if you don't want to go for high coverage, then I would recommend something like the Benefit foundation, which is called the Big Easy. I think it's like it's more of a tinted moisturiser than it is foundation, and it has an SPF 35. Wow. But going back to the MAC foundation, I absolutely love this. It stays on all day. You don't look cakey, you don't look shiny in it. It's just so good. But if you're looking for a foundation from the high end, definitely have a look at the MAC one. MAC do pretty good foundations. Some people don't like them. What else have I tried? I tried like a tinted moisturiser type one before. That was really nice. But yeah, MAC, lovely. High end do I think really well on foundations. Chanel do like, I wish I could afford a Chanel foundation. YSL as well. What else can I think of? Estee Lauder. Clinique. So yeah, there are a lot out there. But yeah, this one would be my favourite. So this time I'm going to start off with the high-end one. I've got the YSL Touche Clay. I literally never know how to pronounce that. I love this product. It's probably one of the most raved about ever beauty kind of high-end products out there. It's basically a highlighting concealer pen. Don't put it on spots and blemishes, it's the worst thing you can do. It goes under your eyes, any place you want to highlight, on your brow bone, a little bit on your cupid's bow, maybe a little bit down your nose. Yes, love this. I'm sure you've probably all heard of it before. But it is very expensive. So if you would like a really, I'm not even joking, like a massively amazing dupe. This is like the best dupe I've ever found for anything from Drugstore and high end. I have the Maybelline. Now it's actually rubbed off because I've used this pretty much all gone now. This is the Maybelline Dream Lovely Touch Highlighting Concealer, and this one's in 01, and it's literally the same thing. Like, it's so good. Like, compared to the YSL one, it's literally the same. Like, I just can't. You're going to save yourself so much money. I mean, I love the YSL Touche Eclair. I think it stays on a bit longer, but this, seriously, you are going to save yourself so much money. So if you want to go and pick yourself up something from the drugstore, please have a look at this because it's so good. Trust me, you're going to like it. Okay, for actual concealer, this is like a no-brainer for me. The one I'm going to choose is the Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer, which is in #1 Fair. For my drugstore option, this, okay, it's like one of the best concealers I've ever tried. It comes in like a lip gloss form, and it covers blemishes, spots so well. It's like a really high coverage concealer, and it lasts, and it's like super cheap for a concealer. Like, this is just so good. It lasts long. It actually lasts a long time as well, like for the amount you get. I love this. Again, probably one of those products that you've probably heard a lot about before, but I love it. So yeah, drugstore option. And for my high-end option, I've tried quite a few concealers. I've tried the Point Concealer from Benefit, which I would compare with the Kick-Ass Concealer by Soap & Glory. That's another favourite of mine if you're looking for a drugstore concealer. But I thought I would share with you this one from Bobbi Brown. I think I showed this in my last video. This is the Creamy Concealer. I love this concealer. It conceals everything. So this one, and then the powder on top also I love. And yeah, I'm not going to go on about this concealer because it's just a really good concealer. It conceals, it's creamy, great for under the eyes and on any spots or blemishes. I'm really sorry I'm talking really fast. I feel like there's so much to get through that. I'm like, blah, blah. Let's take a breath. For powder, I have the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in 001 Transparent. This is like my favourite powder anyway. Like, I don't actually have like a really favourite high-end powder because I just love this one so much. It's so good. Yes, it stays on for ages, and it just gives you a really like fine layer of powder because I don't have oily skin, so I don't need to powder because my skin gets oily. I just powder to set my foundation, and this definitely does that. It stays on. It's just so good. Also conceals really, really well for under eyes as well. If you put concealer on, make sure you powder underneath your eyes to keep it there. Keep it there all day. So yeah, definitely recommend this. Again, really not very expensive at all. Now, as I said, I haven't really tried many high-end powders. I haven't really seen a need to because of the Rimmel Stay Matte. I just love that so much, and it's cheap, so I don't really need to get anyone from the high-end. But the one I had tried is this one from MAC. Now this came in, look how lovely this packaging is. I had this for Christmas 2013? I think it was 13 or 12. I think it was 13. Yes, I think it was 2013, and it comes with a lipstick and this powder. This powder is called the Blot powder. If they do it still, I'll try and find it and put a link below. But yeah, if they still do this, but I actually really like this. It's again really nice powder, and it's great for just blotting on, as it's called a Blot powder. But I still like my Rimmel one more, and I probably wouldn't repurchase a sort of high-end powder. I mean, it would take a lot. It would take a lot to convince me to buy a high-end powder, but anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go on to eyes now. Now, I feel really bad for saying this, but I haven't really tried that many drugstore eyeshadows. That sounds really bad, but I haven't. But I do have two things from the drugstore, which are these. These are the Colour Tattoo 24-hour, what are they called? Just eye creams, gel creams. I really like these actually. These are some of my favourites. This one's in 25 Everlasting Navy. Not it doesn't look like I've used these, but I have. This one I love. They are really, really good for bases. They don't crease on your eyelids. And yeah, they are just generally lovely. This one is in 40 Peppermint Taupe. This again, lovely colour, everyday colour, great for bases. Love it. So if you want to buy some sort of eyeshadow thing from the drugstore, then I'd recommend these two. But yeah, a great alternative if you want to buy something from the high end, which I do prefer, are the matte paint pots. Probably all heard of these. My favourite one is in Groundwork. This is actually one of the first pictures I bought from MAC. Lovely brown, great for bases for eyeshadow. Yeah, so if you want a high-end alternative. So pretty much the only eyeshadows I've tried from the drugstore have been from MUA. Now this is the, what's it called, Heaven and Earth. This was meant to be the like alternative drugstore for product for the Naked palette. To be honest, I'm not a massive fan, but this was £4 when I bought it, and I've got to say, for £4 you're gonna get, you've got 12, yeah. You've got 12 eyeshadows in there, and they are pretty good. I mean, I've tried these quite a lot just to try and compare them, and they stay on. They're not massively great pigmented, but yes, I would recommend MUA actually if you are looking to buy some makeup and you have like no idea where to go, you're a makeup novice, then try MUA because they have really great prices and good makeup. Now I could talk about forever on my high-end eyeshadows because I personally love high-end eyeshadows, and I definitely choose that over a drugstore alternative. So if you want to go and buy something, you have a few kind of drugstore makeup and you're thinking, I really, really want to treat myself to a high-end piece of makeup, then I would say definitely go for eyeshadow because I love high-end eyeshadows. I think they stay on much better. So I'm going to just talk about my Naked palette here, which is from Urban Decay. I love this palette. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. If you're wondering, I have on Hustle and Dark Horse mixed together. I'm dropping everything today. I've literally got makeup all over my leg right now. I'm not even joking. Okay, so yes, really, really great range of eyeshadows, and they stay on, they don't crease, they are really, really pigmented. I could ramble on about this all day, but I'm not. I also love MAC eyeshadows. I've had quite a few palettes and stuff like that in the past, but my favourite eyeshadow has to be Satin Taupe from MAC. I have it in this kit, but yeah, it's the brown one, and I love this because it's a mixture of pinky purple like undertones in it, and I think it really suits brown eyes. So yes, love MAC eyeshadows and Urban Decay, and yeah, treat yourself to some high-end eyeshadows if you want to. Eyeliners, so I haven't actually really tried a lot of liquid eyeliners, so I'm not going to mention them in this video, but I'm going to mention kohl eyeliners. My first one is from the drugstore, which is the Soap & Glory Small to Kohl Waterproof Eyeliner in Super Black. It didn't even say that on there because it's so short, but I can remember the name off by heart because I used to like ramble on about this on my blog. But yeah, this is a really, really, really good alternative for my high-end version, which I'm going to tell you about now. But yeah, this is like £5 and it's so good. It stays on your waterline and tightline and anywhere else you want to use it on your eye for ages. It also comes with a sharpener on top, which is like super handy. And yeah, I could ramble on about this, but basically it's a really, really creamy black eyeliner. It stays on really well and it's only £5. So my high-end alternative is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glass and Eye Pencil Imp version. you probably all know that I love this too. I do prefer this over the other one because it stays on for a bit longer. However, the So Glory one is such a good alternative. This one I love because it's so black, it seriously stays on your waterline and tightener like all day. It's ridiculous, it's so good. Yeah, long wearing, really black, it glides on as the name suggests, and yes, I love this one, and as you can see I bought this one recently, so it's still quite long. Now, mascaras. This was the hardest, I think, out of all of them. I have tried so many mascaras, it's ridiculous. Both drugstore and high-end, actually, surprisingly. For drugstore, I've chosen the Maybelline one. Actually, there's a lot of Maybelline in here. I really like Maybelline, and I think Maybelline and Rimmel are my favourite drugstore brands. Anyway, Maybelline the Falsies. This is the Falsies Brilliant Express Mascara. This one I love, and Tiny Boo recommended this ages ago, and I thought, okay, I better try it then. Tried it, love it. Really, really great mascara. And yeah, that's the wand, and yeah, love it. It's got quite big bristles though, so if you don't like big brushes or bristles, then stay away, but if you do, definitely, like 100% would recommend this. It's so good. It just gives you that like false lash, big spider-like lashes. Amazing, love it. I thought I would give a little mention to this. This is the Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express Mascara. This is actually discontinued, but does anyone remember this? Please let me know if you do, because it was my favourite mascara and then I discontinued it, and I was like, no! I still have this one that I kept because I used to love it. It has this kind of brush. Let me know if you can find it anywhere, because I used to love this mascara. I purchased it so many times and then discontinued it. Thanks, Maybelline. So for high-end mascaras, I have two which are my favourites. I have the YSL Baby's On Mascara. This is probably one of the first kind of high-end mascaras I tried. I love this. I wore it for my prom. It was that good. It just gives you like really fluttery eyelashes, not like really false looking, not natural looking, but just more length and just like those pretty flutter really nice sort of long fluttery lashes. So yes, we recommend this one. Also, obviously, the Benefit, they're not They're Real. I do like They're Real, but Roller Lash is really, really good. I've mentioned this mascara so many times now. I love it. Favourite mascara ever. And yeah, I'm not going to ramble on about this product. But basically, it just gives you those really big, false, spider-like lashes, which I love. Okay, for bronzer, I actually have not tried that many bronzers from the drugstore. Now, I think you can class this as a bronzer. I'm really putting the Bourjois bronzing primer. Now this, I love. It's like, it comes, oh, it smells so good. This just reminds me of summer, like the smell of this. Yeah, it's like a mousse, and you can put this on actually before your foundation as a primer, and it'll just bronze up your face. But also, I use this as a primer for contouring, so like I'll put some on and then put my bronzer on top. I love it. It makes it stay on so much longer. I did try the Bourjois chocolate bronzer, which I actually put in my disappointing products video. Sorry, Bourjois. Didn't like it. Anyway, I love this one though. More high-end for bronzer, probably not going to be surprised for many of you, but I have the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. Look this. Love, love, love. I'm not going to ramble on about this, but it's such a good bronzer. It's not orange, it's not like muddy looking, it's just the perfect type of bronzer. Okay, for blush, I actually really love the number 7 blushes. This one, I've got a hair on my face. How? There we go. This one is in number 12 Coral Flush, and it's called Natural Blush Cheek Colour. This stays on for so long. It's a really, really nice blush, and yeah, it just gives you that really nice flush of colour. And yeah, to be honest, blush you can't really go wrong with. You know, it's just, yeah, love blushes. My high-end one is from MAC. This one's in Dainty. This is my favourite ever blush. I love this. MAC actually do really nice blushes, so if you want a blush, go and check out MAC for high-end. But yeah, this one actually had a little bit of gold glitter in as well, which I really love, 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 love. Now for lips, I thought I'd give this one an honourable mention. This is the Baby Lips from Maybelline. This one's in Hydrate as a kind of lip balm. I don't have one for the high end, but yeah, this one I love. It makes your lips so soft and lovely, and I apply this like every single day. I love it. For lipsticks though, again something I could ramble on about so much. For my drugstore one, I have this one from Maybelline. This is in 148 Slim and Pink, and it's from the Colour Sensational range. And yeah, I love this. I love Maybelline lipsticks. They are so creamy and moisturising, but allow a lot of colour as well. Yes, I also really like L'Oreal lipsticks, so if you're looking for something else in the drugstore, I'd recommend their lipsticks. And for high end, I could just not possibly talk about, because I have so many lipsticks, especially like my MAC lipstick collection is just unreal. But I'm just going to give you one lipstick which I'm loving at the moment, which is my MAC Viva Glam Miley lipstick. I love this and wear it at the moment. I've mentioned this in a previous video before, but yeah, I love this. So if you want lipstick at the moment, go and check this out from MAC. So my last comparison I have for you is the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet lip stain. This one's in 06 Pink Pong. This is amazing. It stays on for hours. You can eat, drink, amazing. Love this. It just applies like a really nice like stain on your lips, and even when it starts to rub off, you still got that pink stain. It doesn't look horrible or anything, and yeah, stays on for ages. It's a matte finish, so it's going to love. That is an alternative to the YSL Glossy Stains, which are like my favourite things ever. I love these. I have number 25 and 11. These will stay on your lips for hours and hours and hours and hours. Amazing. I'm not going to ramble a lot about these, but if you're looking for a really, really luxury products, then go and check these out. So that was it for my drugstore and high-end kind of starter kit thing. Basically my kind of favourite products from both of them. And yeah, I hope you found this helpful. If you do, leave me a comment. If you buy any of these things, let me know. And also if you have any suggestions that you think I would like from drugstore or high-end, leave them below. Also any other video requests or anything like that, leave them below. You can always tweet me, you can Facebook me, you can Instagram, is that my blog, you can leave a comment on blog. I also actually did, that leads me on to say that I actually did a drugstore and high-end like two different posts of a starter kit, so I'll link those below. I did them last year, and if you want to go and have a read of that. And yeah, that is it. Don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!